Welcome to Ben Armstrong Crypto X. Don't just trade crypto, experience it. And today we're going to experience with XRP. I'm not a financial advisor. So I want to talk to you guys about why someone would want to invest in XRP. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Cue my face. Anyways, I had that made. I thought that was funny. But the fact is, guys, is that XRP is different from other coins. And, you know, as I'm going through my explainer videos and I'm looking at all these projects and I'm saying to myself, which ones offer value to the world? And, you know, it's interesting. You start going down the list. You say Bitcoin. Okay, well, we know what Bitcoin is. It's the poor man's XRP, as everyone knows. No, Bitcoin is the standard for money, to be honest with you. I mean, Bitcoin is the standard. It's just going to be a long time, I believe, before people realize it. I think that's why I'm not a maximalist, because we're going to have a fully decentralized internet aside from just Bitcoin. You look at Ethereum and say, what gives Ethereum value? Well, of course, we know that Ethereum now is becoming digital silver, as this Ethereum ETF will be approved at some point. And I think people are going to start looking at Ethereum as a store of value. Because the chain isn't very useful, of course, but you have a lot of users who would like to use the chain and like to use Ethereum and like smart contracts and the whole thing, right? And Ethereum itself is the utility token, the gas token of its network. That's what it does. That's a value. Coming down a little bit further, look at USDT, USDC, these stable coins. What's their value? Okay, well, they just hold $1. That's their value. Then you move, and remember, all of this stuff is used by retail users, used by traders. Then you go to BNB and say, okay, well, what's the value of that? Well, it's got its own chain, first of all. And second of all, holding BNB, you get discounts on the exchange utility, right? Then you get XRP and you say, okay, why would someone want to use XRP? And the answer to that question is, they really shouldn't, to be honest with you. It's a much different coin. Let's skip down a little further. Let's go past XRP, though, and let's continue. Let's look at some of these other coins. Cardano. What's the value of Cardano? Or ADA. Same thing as Ethereum. Solana, same thing as Ethereum, without the digital silver arguments for now anyways. Polkadot, same thing as utility token for the network, right? So if you're going to use Polkadot, you would use DOT, the DOT token. Dogecoin, it's a meme coin, right? Community-driven project, I guess. Elon Musk, possible X integration. XRP stands alone as the only coin in the top 10 for sure, maybe even, I don't know, maybe top 20, 30. Get the Stellar Lumen's probably pretty similar. But I think they actually kind of have a network. XRP is not really used as an ecosystem. Now, I'll be very clear here. There is an XRP ecosystem. There is an aspect to the XRPL, which is the XRP ledger, that is similar to a layer 1 platform. There are things that people can do and use, like NFTs. These are people that are obsessed with XRP already. People are not flocking to the XRPL to use it unless they're already kind of understanding what's going on in the ecosystem, okay? It's different. So you can use it, but really that's not the value of XRP. We're not looking at XRP as it's trying to replace Bitcoin or trying to replace Ethereum, right? I almost forgot to tell you about Stake. You can't get through a full Ben Armstrong Crypto X video without hearing about Stake. Why? Because they're my main channel sponsor. And that's right, the Ben Armstrong Crypto X channel is powered by Stake. They are the world's largest social casino. Go open an account today and get started with, I don't know, food, chat, games, people, social. There's no food. I lied about that. We're not looking at XRP as it's trying to replace Bitcoin or trying to replace Ethereum, right? It's trying to replace SWIFT. It's trying to replace the way that we transfer money internationally. The way that we do it right now is through the SWIFT system, which is, I talk about this a lot. It's a network of information because it just sends numbers back and forth. XRP and Bitcoin both are networks of value because they literally send money back and forth. It's not numbers, it's actual value, it's actual numbers. There's no third party that has to get in the middle of that. And so if you want to do that now through SWIFT, it takes a long time. You need US dollars to make it happen, first of all. But it takes 5 to 7 business days. Now, with the XRP network, RippleNet, you're looking at the settlement of these transactions in 30 seconds all across the world, immediately. So the value is not to you, the user. So I hear, I talk with people a lot who say, well, I'm not going to Yes, I'll be very specific here. I'm talking about Cassie, talking about my girlfriend here. She does not, look, it's not she doesn't like XRP. She doesn't use it, so she doesn't see value in it because she doesn't actively use it the way she actively uses Solana. Or, well, she doesn't use Ethereum either. SWI, she loves SWI. So she's using the tokens on there. She's using these because that's what you do in the ecosystem. But XRPL is kind of its own little world. And so because of that, certainly there's cool stuff. You got the XRP punks, you have Flare that's integrating smart contracts with some stuff. And so it may become more advanced, and maybe over time, it could actually become a comparable layer one, especially if there is some good smart contract integration. You don't have to use workarounds. Everybody wants smart contract platforms right now. So for that reason, you shouldn't look at XRP the way you look at these other coins is, if I want to use them, then other people will want to use them. Now, we don't care, really. We don't really care if people want to use XRP. We care if banks want to use it. We care if people want to transfer money internationally. And the way that works, by the way, with XRP, it would be right now, people want to use a SWIFT system, they have to settle in US dollars. So if I'm a bank in Mexico and I want to send money to Germany and from one of my clients or customers, they come in, and then I transcribe, what is the number? Exchange. I go by the exchange rate and I change out their Mexican peso for US dollars. And then I send those dollars to Germany. And then the bank in Germany gets those dollars and then converts them over to euros. That's the way that it works. Well, now digitally, because of XRP and RippleNet, that same process is going to happen in 30 seconds, settled in XRP instead of in US dollars. So the banks would take whatever they were wanting to transfer, switch it over to XRP, send it over, and it's the same process. You can think of XRP as kind of the reserve currency of wholesale for banks, if you think about it. I think that is a good way to think about it. Also, guys, I forgot to mention, I'm in a gigantic XRP long right now on Phemex. I'm up about 120%, I'm up almost $8,000 on this trade. Got it at 30x, I think around the bottom of this last dip. A while back, sometime last week. The trade is pumping, super excited about it. If you want to trade on Phemex, you can do it with the Palau ID, hit that up. Make sure to sign up for Phemex when your Palau ID comes in. Make sure to go do your KYC and you trade like me, peace of mind. XRP is not a retail coin. So what you're doing, so why would you want to invest in XRP? Well, you'd want to invest in XRP because you see the value in the change of the banking system. You see the value in an efficient way of sending money. And so what you're saying is, I'm going to hold on to this XRP right now. Not because I see great utility in it. I see great utility in it for me to use. You can find ways to use it, but that's not it. You get XRP because you believe that one day the banks are going to need a ton of XRP in order to process all of these international transactions that they already do. And as the value of XRP goes up and you're sitting on some, those banks, they need that. So eventually you're going to, if you want to sell it, you're going to be able to sell it for a much higher number because the demand for that XRP is very high. And people in the XRP army knew that all this was coming and they sat here and they held on to it. That's why someone invests in XRP. It's much different than many other projects, in my opinion. You're betting, this sounds bad, guys. You're betting on TradFi to keep being TradFi. And we know that over time it's going to change and transition. But you think it's going to happen in 5 years, 10 years? There's not been a major change to the way that banks operate in 40 years, guys. It's hard to come up with a software, especially on blockchain, to tie all the banks together. And Ripple has done it. And that's why you invest in XRP. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. It helps us to keep the lights on.